We can support monotasking in our schedule by setting daily morning routines, daily morning priorities, and using the practice of time blocking. One of the most practical and effective ways of doing this is setting up your calendar to reflect how your time is going to be blocked each day. Let's talk about time blocking. Time blocking is when we set aside specific time for each task, especially those that would normally be completed by multitasking, like checking emails, checking social media, or stepping away from our workstation for a walk. This practice, time blocking, is essential for reaping the benefits of monotasking. As an example, time blocking could look like this: 8 to 8:30, review priority list from the previous day and set today's priorities. 8:30 to 9:15, check your email. 9:15 to 10:30, project 1. 10:30 to 10:45, mini movements for your body, and so on. This will help you stay on track and keep from allowing distractions to derail your day. Here's your first action step. For 3 days of the next week, set up your digital or paper calendar to reflect time blocks, especially for emails, social media, and exercise breaks. Then, stick to it and take note of how it makes the day feel for you. Moving on to setting morning rituals and setting priorities. If you work from home, wake up early. Take time for yourself and knock out some of your biggest tasks before anyone else at home gets up. This might include drinking a hot beverage and getting oriented to your day by creating your priorities list, or working on an activity that you know will be harder if you are distracted. This limits the chance you'll be distracted and allows you to enjoy time with your family when they wake up. Oh, and this is when you create your time block schedule for the day. So for your second action step, block 15 minutes in the morning for yourself and use the first 5 minutes to meditate or focus on your breathing, and the next 10 minutes to write down your priorities for the day. This way, you can enter the day more focused and grounded. Another effective monotasking tool is building in distraction time blocks. When you're time blocking, it can be helpful to set a time for distraction activities too. Social media, checking email, reading texts, making phone calls. Use only this time to check those items or do those tasks. Having a designated time for these activities can make it easier to stay focused on work or other tasks, since you know you have preset time for them. This can also lower the temptation to check our phones or open notifications, and we can mindfully redirect our attention back to work until our distraction block arrives. So for your final action step, try blocking 5 minutes every 2 to 3 hours to check social media, and set a stop cue, like a timer. For example, on the even hours, from the top of the hour to 5 minutes past, I can check Instagram guilt-free, knowing that when the alarm goes off, I can shift my attention to work again. So, in summary, set time blocks, have a morning ritual and set boundaries, and finally, build in distraction blocks. I hope this has been helpful. Until next time, take care.